Yo, this hot, this the spot, there it is, pod.com. We're interviewing the best comedians, so tune in quick and get your ears receiving them. We talking about life and life to stream right to you, from the microphone right to your home, dude. Side note, this might get embarrassing, but no, don't sweat, yo, cause there it is.
Welcome to the There It Is podcast, a comedy podcast to help you find your inspiration. I'm your host, Jason Farr. Let's do this. Thanks so much for joining us. We have a brand new bracket to share with you. It is of obscure, air quotes, horror movies, and we have the Of the Show gang here to talk about it. I do want to talk about a couple of things before we get to that. Just before recording, I found out about the passing of D'Angelo, and I don't like it. He was one of my top 5 favorite artists. And as many of you know, Prince is my all-time favorite artist. And D'Angelo also loved Prince, probably more than I do. And when there are other people you hear about who love Prince a great deal, it feels like there's some sort of kinship. Like we're all in this together. So this feels like a blow to the Prince-loving family. D'Angelo, I just want to say, D'Angelo was a pioneer and had a huge impact on Black music and Black culture. And I would say had a huge impact on Black music being a bigger part of the mainstream. There have been, over decades, steps forward of Black music being more and more considered just regular mainstream. And Voodoo, in particular, the song Untitled, How Does It Feel? That song was such a moment, not just in the Black community, but just in mainstream music, and really catapulted him to a level of fame. And there's a level of awareness of Black music because of that fame that I'm very thankful for. And I'm just a little devastated that we won't get more D'Angelo music. That's a loss. That's a big one. Also, not as sad of news, but also end of an era. Mark Maron ended his podcast, WTF, yesterday with another figure in the Black community who played a pretty massive role in normalizing Black people in a part of our culture that Black people hadn't been. President Barack Obama. First Black president. And that podcast was a huge inspiration to this one. And so much love and respect to Mark Maron. Someone who I grew up on, by the way. I grew up watching him. And when he came out with this podcast, I didn't immediately know about it. When I found it, I dove in deep and listened to it for years. And it was not only inspirational to this podcast, but also inspirational to my comedy, because I was first starting to do stand-up when I found the podcast. And big thanks to him. And that podcast will still be out there for people to listen to, but it also is sad that there won't be more. I don't want to stay sad here. We've got a really great episode for you, and it is with the Of the Show gang. And after going off on tangents, as we were doing at the beginning of a recording, before getting into the bracket, we were talking about some stuff, and we jump in with us goofing around like we do before we get into the bracket. I hope you love the episode. I hope you do the bracket. Please do it. You can find it in the post for this episode on thereitispod.com, which we also have a link to in the bio for you to get the bracket itself. Fill it out, share it with us on social media. All right, without further ado, here's my chat with the Of the Show gang.
Do a burger podcast.
Oh my gosh, actually you guys should. Jason, you are well equipped to do a burger.
You know, I was saying to someone last night that I haven't had a burger in a while. I feel like I have pizza so much here because it's like the easy thing to get, and I get so disappointed with cheeseburgers because so many people are like, this is the best cheeseburger, and you go and it's like, this is not the best cheeseburger.
And to me, like, so like, to me, like, I mean, like, do I want to try a Wagyu A5 beef like burger? No, because I'm like I'll try it and it's probably really rich and fatty, but it's like that's not what I want. A burger that's on a flat top. Like I like
Yeah.
burgers on flat. I don't like it
See, that's
over charcoal. I want it
Cheeseburger
on
House in Greenville did it right
flat top. I
because it
want a
was like
flat top.
juicy
Mhm.
and cheesy as hell. And there was
There's
a char on the patties.
yes, the
And
char
if
and
you're
yeah.
doing char on the patties, but the meat is still super juicy and you've got a
Yum.
lot of cheese,
That's
that's
the
all
shit.
I want. That's
and a good
it.
roll. And then
Yeah.
you take it the next step and you got a good roll. And then that's what
Oh, well,
that's
yeah.
where it's at. That's there it is.
Podcast and
Who
news.
was telling us about crispy and soft? Was it you, Rob?
Crispy
I don't
and
know.
soft what?
What?
Like the best foods are crispy and soft. Like
Oh.
No,
I think
but
that
I
was
would love to
inside.
claim
I
that.
think that was like a comedian doing a bit. So maybe.
Pizza.
Maybe.
You want it to crunch slightly when you bite,
Was
like
it
the flaky
Hunter?
crust. Maybe it was Hunter, and then it's chewy. You
We
know, the
discussed-
Oh
gravy is
no,
chewy.
that's
Not a god
totes
nut.
like that's like my goal when we make pizza is like you want it to be like a little crunch but yet a little chew. It's like it's like such a delicate balance.
Delicate
Yes,
balance.
it's very hard
yeah.
to
Like
achieve.
we always
Yes.
because we make our own pizza dough most Fridays we have, and so we've got a pretty good recipe. But I mean, we could still like I would like to get like a pizza oven that goes to like 800 900 degrees because that is like the shit. Like when you can get one that
Mhm.
hot and like you can get like the right crust in like 90 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like it's good. It's just we're very close to like really good pizza. Like we're like excellent pizza. We make
I
really
believe you. Damn.
Yeah.
We're coming
we take it
back.
serious. We take no, please. We take our
Where you
pizza
go
nights.
in
and, like,
the
it-
summer.
Yeah, it's way better than Domino's. I will put my shit up against Domino's any day.
Oh wow.
Domino's is not good.
Well,
No,
I
but
love Domino's.
they
That's a
are
low
very
bar.
close.
Really?
They are
You
very
love
close.
Domino's?
Yeah, I think it's really
Who's
good.
your
I love
favorite?
Domino's.
Okay, what like here's another one. Who's your favorite cheap pizza?
Cheap
Little Caesars.
pizza. Oh gosh.
Little
See,
Caesars.
Yes,
Little
Trey.
Caesars
Yes.
now because in college Papa John's was where it's at and it does not taste as good anymore.
But
I've
isn't Papa
never
John's
liked Papa John's.
Domino's or
No.
is Domino's
No,
is Papa
the-
John's cheaper than Domino's?
Oh,
No,
They're
I'm
about
Domino's
the
just saying
same.
it's
cheaper.
like
Domino's
cheap.
is usually
Where you're just
predominantly
like-
cheaper.
Oh well, then Domino's is my favorite cheap pizza for sure.
They
100%.
keep changing their recipe.
that's the thing. Because Domino's, we loved Domino's as kids, but at some point they just stopped tasting the same.
My favorite thing to do, like on a Friday night, was to get. This like as a fucking adult would be like go to Little Caesars, get a $5 cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza, and then a thing of crazy bread. It's like $8-9, and then I would eat like half of the pizza on Friday night and then half the pizza on Saturday.
I would do the
problem.
Little Caesars $5 pepperoni and then
Yeah.
the wings. And
I never
and-
got their wings. I would like they always felt like baked, so I never liked. I don't know, like
I
Yeah.
think for the last 35 years,
yeah,
I would have to give it to Little Caesars because they've been consistently
yeah,
flavor wise on the same level,
yeah.
whereas the others just haven't. They've changed or gone out of business.
Like one of my favorites was just in Greenville. It's called Wedgies. Did you ever have that?
I once or twice, yeah, they were good.
They were real. Like when I was in high school, that was like, and then we'd get wings from there, and I would get wedgies and breadsticks and wings, and that was oh yeah, that was gonna be a good Friday night. Like we're watching a lot of '80s action movies now, so.
But Pizza Hut,
I didn't have
that was
girlfriends.
that was a big time soccer banquet deal was Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I really liked
Inn.
pizza. Yeah, I liked Pizza Hut a
Inn.
lot in the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah, the Pizza Hut in the '80s was and late and early '90s was
Yeah.
the shit.
Especially
But they went away, it seems like, before Pizza Inn, and I always thought Pizza Inn was just fine. Like
I
it was
never liked pizza.
consistent, but I didn't.
And if
wasn't
I
good
knew,
enough to like.
if I knew I
but it wasn't
needed
bad
like
enough to hate.
explosive diarrhea, I would go to Cece's Pizza, and I would pretty much get explosive diarrhea after I ate way too much.
Because we
terrible
went
pizza.
to maybe it was a Gaddy Town or whatever. My 30th, my 30th, and you were there,
we went
and
to
we started.
we went to Chuck E. Cheese's.
That was my 27th.
I thought that was your 30th.
No, the one because the 30th one was at Gaddy Town or like whatever it was called in Greenville, and
Really?
that was when I was still with Jordan.
All
Oh.
right, I'm out.
I
was trying so hard to not have to mention that.
I looked straight at
But
Justina.
Rob did not remember. So the only touchstone I have for that birthday is like, well, I turned 30 when I was dating Jordan.
She
Now
really
Justina's getting
She's
wine.
committing to
So.
the
Okay, I was like, damn,
She
I'm
needs a
sorry,
glass
dude.
of wine now. No, she's not actually. She's met Jordan. She's nice.
She's a lovely woman.
Jordan's
She's a
good
lovely
people.
woman.
So we went there. The reason I brought it up was because that was the time Rob and I got in a competition to see who was going to eat a whole pizza.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah.
I started stacking pizzas. I stacked like 3 pizzas because I realized how behind I was, and just
I was just destroying you.
It was like a like pepperoni pizza and a meat lovers pizza, and like the chocolate chip pizza. Like stacked those 3.
Oh, we were going.
Just started eating them.
Oh,
and I didn't get sick, but I was like,
I don't think I felt good after it. Not as bad as.
Now, did you eat the crust? Did that count towards
I think
eating the whole
so.
pizza?
I think so.
Listen, don't come at me, and this is what my children do. Luke doesn't, Violet doesn't eat their crust. It's like
Justina doesn't eat her crust either.
Get the fuck out of here. What are you? Be a fucking grown up. Eat the crust. That
the bones
is just
what
as
we
much.
called them as kids.
Yeah.
That is
I have adopted that because I like that. The bones.
I will eat your bones, but wait a minute. But
I don't like they don't have any flavor. You know what crust I will eat? Get ready for this. Domino's. Yep.
Yeah, because they do have a flavor. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, they start doing a flavorful one.
They have a flavorful crust. But I also I could eat like things I could eat like just normal, like just not even think about. Like I could eat like tortillas, just like tortillas. I could just eat a tortilla and be like,
I get that.
I gotta dip it in the salsa.
Oh no, shoot! I obviously I love salsa. I love spicy things, but like I could just I just straight up eat a plain ass limpy tortilla. I like it. I don't
No,
know why.
I like anything.
I like
bread.
saltine crackers. I am so white, guys. I love saltine crackers.
Little Caesars sometimes like one of those special limited time deals, but they'll have a pretzel crust from time to time.
Yeah, I think I've had that before. Man, I could we used to, and at all the fraternity events, we would do Little Caesars because it was cheaper.
Cheap, yeah.
Yeah, and so you would always hopefully guys were not that hungry, so then you could take home a pizza.
When did they stop automatically just doing 2 pizzas? Like that's why they say pizza. It's because you would be buying 2 at once.
Yeah.
And that was the thing when we were kids, but somewhere along the way, it's just you buy 1.
Fucking Biden.
It did. That didn't happen until 4 years ago.
Fucking, it's because all the illegals that came in, and now they're taking away our second pizza.
Yep. Yeah.
God bless ICE.
At soccer banquets, though, when we were having competitions about who was eating the most slices, even though I usually ate the crust, almost no one ate the crust because that was the better way to get through as many slices as possible. But that just seems like cheating now, looking back.
We would, we would not go to Pizza Hut. We would go to Mr. Gaddy's because it was because Mr. Gaddy's had a pizza buffet. So we would go there after swim meets. And that's when we would get our ribbons.
That seems like a
stuff.
good time to eat. Yeah.
It was, well,
gosh.
if you do it the right way, then you're very hungry afterwards because you're not eating a lot of food or all pure carbs. That's all you're going to eat before a race. My mom would make Jell-O and I would eat that during the day. So that way my stomach was moderately full, but I wouldn't.
You weren't heavy.
I was watching my mom do a race when we lived in Kentucky, and this kid got out of the water, looks at her, and pukes all over her feet. Vegetable soup.
I feel like soup is a bad idea. For
it
you
was
just sloshing
I'm
around.
6 years old. This is a fucking core memory of and I'm I am not gonna eat anything the day of. I'm I'll eat plain pasta, and I'm not eating anything to do
I wonder
that.
what Michael Phelps ate.
He would eat a crazy shit ton of food, but I don't know about the day of. When he was training, he was probably eating 8,000 calories a day.
Yeah.
I don't think that's hyperbole. I think
don't think it is.
No, I don't think it was a really high.
It was something crazy. Because he was burning 12,000 a day.
That's the thing about swimming is you burn so many calories. I remember eating a little eating a normal thing before I would work out. But one day I was at the Y, this is still in South Carolina, and I went to swim because I was like, oh, I heard this is such a good workout.
Yeah.
So I go and I like do a few laps and I start getting faintish. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And this is like early on in working out. So I was just not in shape enough. I was like, you think I gotta work out to work out?
And but it's also because you gotta breathe, you're breathing different.
Yeah.
And then the water too. Like it does like it really will, it kind of fucks with you if you don't like.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, like if you have the wrong pace and stuff, it'll mess. It's like, and if you don't know what pace you should have, it'll yeah. When I go swim, sometimes I'm like, oh, I went too fast. Like, I went way too fast.
I haven't swum in forever, so I don't even know what it would feel like trying to do it now.
Trey just dips his toes in the water now. Oh my gosh. Well, we've been chatting about best pizzas, best burgers, but now let's move on to a real pop talk topic.
I'm scared.
Obscure horror movies. And I say obscure with it even has on the brackets, it's in quotation marks, because some of these movies were major motion pictures, or you definitely heard about them. They got a lot of talk, but these just aren't some certain people's front of brain horror movies. And there may be a couple of these that are actually overlapped with previous brackets, horror movie brackets, but essentially the purpose here was to fit in some movies that would not have had a chance to fit in on other brackets, just because the bigger, more well-known movies were getting on there. And this one, I wanted to get in some fun stuff that maybe not everyone's talking about. Show these other movies some love. And one of these movies, at least one, has a previous guest in the movie because he also directed it. We'll get to that when we get to it. But first, we didn't intro other people here today. We've got brother of the show, Trey.
We got the crack, y'all.
Oh my God.
We bring in the crack.
Someone listened to the Ireland episode. And we've got best friend of the show, Rob.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we have followed upon the breast that is the lovely lady of All Hallows Eve. And hold on, I'm getting a call. Hold on. It's Vincent Price, by the way. Or some call me Vinny P. Yes. Apparently, I am on the Epstein list.
And we've got, of course, wife of the show, Justina.
You guys pick up on that?
Picked up on like the first part.
Yeah.
You're the Zombiever.
Zombiever.
Did you see that movie, Justina?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But I feel like I dreamed that movie. Like it sounds like the perfect movie.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to it as well. But yeah, let's go through this bracket.
A quick Ireland recap question.
Oh, sure.
Just out of curiosity.
Yeah,
Justina, when you were coming up with your acronyms for describing your Ireland experience, were you purposefully using sexually suggestive?
She had never heard of any of those. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, she did.
I was doing that, and I don't think Jason picked up on it.
No, I did.
No, he
Oh,
did.
you did?
He definitely did.
Okay.
I heard it in his voice.
I haven't listened to it. What was it?
This was like at the end of the episode, Rob, like our recap, like our takeaways from our Ireland.
Yeah,
and my takeaways were in acronym form. So one of mine was MILF, and that meant more is less fantastic, just because I thought the cliffs of more were less fantastic than the Giant's Causeway.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's another one I had?
Well, the one that got Jason, and I'm surprised you didn't notice it got him, was when you said BDE.
Oh,
yes. He was like, okay.
Yeah, I was trying to.
Because you not think I did it on purpose.
I thought you did it on purpose,
okay,
but I was trying to pretend like I didn't know you're doing it on purpose, or yeah, like I was trying to pretend like you inadvertently said something suggestive by being like, okay, what do you mean? You know, just to not like step on the joke.
Oh, that was very nice of you. I thought you didn't pick up on it at all.
No, I picked up on it. I just
And the Emmy for best podcast host.
Acting
was his
yeah. But BDE is butter done excellently, Rob. Like the butter there was insane. It was so good.
Well, I mean, they advertised the shit out of it. So
yeah, no.
good.
I think it's the real deal. Like for real, it was so good.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, recap. If you haven't listened to that episode, go check it out. It's out there. If you listen to it the first couple days it was out, listen to the 13-minute to 15-minute part again, because there was a clip that wasn't in the original upload that is now in there. Like I tossed to something. I tossed to something like, and here's what that sounded like. And that's what that was. So, and then I like move on. I like forgot to put in the clip of the fiddler. But I put it in. It's up there now.
Oh, I did hear that. I listened on Friday, so I think I heard it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I fixed it by Friday morning. Okay, so today's obscure horror movies, and I say obscure with air quotes. We've got in the top left, or really just the left side. These are your more straightforward horror movies. They are scary, and the top ones are really more like the new modern approach to horror movies, I would say. And then the bottom left are sort of like the art house modern horror movies. Right side, comedies. Top right, goofy ass comedies. Just straight up goofy, fun nonsense. And bottom right, it's like right down the middle. There's clear elements of horror, but also it's a comedy. And Ghostbusters is not on the list. Sorry, it's not obscure, and it's more of a science fiction comedy, because that's what Dan Aykroyd, who wrote it, called it. So,
and a lot of people say that it has like the second best Halloween song besides Thriller. A lot of people say, hashtag I'm never gonna fucking let it go.
Just teeing you up. So that's how the bracket is shaken down. We've got 32 movies, and I just was mentioning the bottom right, and I'll mention Blood-Sucking Bastards. That is the movie that the great Brian James O'Connell directed, and he's in it, but he's not one of the main characters. Also in that movie, Pedro Pascal. Really solid, fun movie. Joel Murray's also in it. Shout out Brian James O'Connell.
Yeah, another lead in there is the dude from Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great cast. Really solid cast. There's some tough ones in this bracket. Who wants to go first at talking
I would
about...
love to go first because this bracket pissed me off. I specifically the left-hand side, listeners of the podcast, when you see this bracket in, you'll see what I'm saying, or maybe you won't, but It Follows versus Talk to Me. Like that was the first one I looked at, and I was so angry because I love both of those movies, and like I see why you put them up against each other, but like to me, like those are like end of bracket decisions. Like I can see like getting to, those because they're both so good, and then Housebound versus Heretic. Heretic's top of mind because we just watched it.
Right.
But Housebound's
pretty good. Yeah.
Talk about time for a rewatch, because I remember watching that movie and recommending it to everybody for years. And I've only seen it once. Like I gotta watch it again. But that was tough. And some tough stuff on the second round. But other than that, those two pissed me off the most. Yeah.
So I'll talk about my tough ones for this. I didn't really have any tough ones in the top right in the first round, because they're just a lot of like silly movies. I haven't actually seen Hocus Pocus, which is not really an obscure movie, but it's just been 30 years, and it just felt like, because I don't think it got on the last bracket, I was like, it feels like it should be on a bracket, so I put it on it. Zombievers has a couple scenes with Bill Burr and John Mayer.
That was my price of admission. They were they're truck drivers that cause the toxic waste to go in the water and create the Zombievers. You weren't even. What does he say? Like he says something like, "You weren't even
trust
looking."
You. Oh, I don't know.
I trust. Yeah, something like that.
I trust you.
I trust you. Like, I got to rewatch that one.
They are worth the price of admission. In that Transylvania 6, 5000, and Vampire in Brooklyn, those were maybe kind of tough, but just because we love singing the song Transylvania 65000 as kids, and Vampire in Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn, and Eddie Murphy's in that movie, so it was tough, I guess. But What We Do in the Shadows versus Uncle Peckerhead was tough because I do like Uncle Peckerhead a lot.
Bet you do.
Yeah, yes. Also tough was House of the Devil versus Audition. I think Audition is so good. It's so good and unique and special.
It is like, because it's so realistic, like it could happen.
Yes.
And so like it's like it is frightening. That being said.
Yeah, the gross scenes, I guess maybe that part can't happen, but the rest of the movie.
There's a lot of things that can happen. I've watched enough Dateline. I've watched enough Dateline.
Okay, that's all right.
And it shaked the variable bowels of the city. House of the Devil rules.
It does rule, and it made me feel like it. There's so many movies and shows that are set in the 80s that are like modern movies, and they just don't feel like the time period. And both times I saw House of the Devil, I felt feelings that I only felt as a little kid in the 80s.
If you like the movie Frances Ha, or you enjoy the films of Greta Gerwig, don't watch House of the Devil.
No, you can skip it. Yeah.
You're not going to like it.
You're not going to like it.
She's in that movie, though. She is in that movie. She's great in it.
She's actually really great in it.
She's really good in that movie.
I'm a huge fan of that movie, and I think you're dead on about the fact that they like leave cash for her so that she can order pizza, and then she has to use the phone, and there's no cell phones. It's just everyone's obsessed
the vibe of it,
and everyone's obsessed with astrology, and like people were obsessed with astrology and like witchcraft and like witchcraft scare in the 80s, and so it was very much like rooted in like a lot of the fear of the 80s. And it's just I really enjoy horror movies where like someone's alone in a house by themselves. I really like, that's usually like one of my favorite tropes in horror movies.
Yes.
And so because that happens.
That's
like,
scary. Yes.
It's scary.
Realistic.
And like, we don't want to admit it, but like, do I turn on the lights when I run upstairs at night? Yeah. Because the ninjas might get me. So, like, yeah.
Look, it's a great movie.
And so it does a really good job of like, but Audition is like, but that's some of the problem with like, I would say, the Eastern cinema is they don't fuck around. And so like, like Audition is like, whoa.
Yeah.
It starts off as like this romantic comedy, and then guys are getting their feet saw off and stuff. It's messed up. Like it is.
It's a great movie.
I finally saw Heretic recently. Wow.
Right.
I mean, so here's something I could talk about for like 3 hours. So Hugh Grant has had one of the best post like being like the heartthrob career. He is
absolutely.
You watch him in a Guy Ritchie movie, and he's actually really amazing in a couple Guy Ritchie movies. And then he's like Oscar worthy performance in Paddington 2. I will fight you about that. He is so good in Paddington 2.
Movie. Yeah,
it's one of the highest.
But Heretic, he was so scary in it. And the young woman who's the main missionary. Well, there's two of them, but the one who. She's also in Companion. Have you seen that movie yet?
No, would like to see
Sophie Thatcher, is that her name?
Yeah, she's great. She is fantastic. And I really liked her in both the films, but I really enjoyed Heretic. I was very uncomfortable.
I have a Heretic story. It's worth it. Okay.
Were you a Mormon?
All right.
Do you have special underwear?
Hey, we have a guest who is a Mormon and has special underwear.
Okay, everybody chill.
Okay,
so we were staying upstate at one of our favorite hotels, shout out Urban Cowboy. And we went to go watch Heretic in their theater room, which was up the road from the cabin in the woods in which we were staying. Okay.
Smart idea.
And so we're walking back, it's dark. And I realized I left my phone definitely phone in the theater. And it was actually a really good horror movie experience because it was dark. We're in the woods. There's not good light. Like there's not good public lighting. And I walk back. There's no one around. Very, very spooky. We just watched Heretic.
That particular, the main location is completely dark.
And there's
Like they
this
turn all the lights off. There's no attendants around.
And there's this strip in particular that's really dark. It's like that passage in that particular passageway in Sleepy Hollow that you don't want to go through because Headless Horseman. Like, I thought somebody could jump out at any time. I truly could not see anything. My heart was beating out of my chest, and so I was legitimately very scared. But I was also like loving it because it's so good to feel something, And so,
I'm dead inside, so anytime I can feel fear, I enjoy it. Like,
I felt it. So
you cut yourself just to feel feelings.
I do. Oh, I'm so emo. So no. So hard ones for me, like Wreck versus Creep. Like that whole section's hard because because Creep is like, holy crap, that movie goes from like it's good. It's like if you haven't seen it, it's Mark Duplass has like put up this weird like asked to be filmed and like he's just messing with this guy and messing with him.
Yeah, I like that movie
but it gets
a point.
oh no, see when
it's good, but that I did not buy something and it took me completely out of the movie.
When he's like coming in his room at night and like
that part's not what that's what
it's talking about. Are you talking about when he gets
I'm talking about basically
the end. Yeah, when he walks up and hits him with the axe.
Yeah. There's no reason that guy should have gone back.
That
guy had left, was back home.
No, he was at the park.
And it's like, no. He was coaxed to come back. He was coaxed to come back. That's why he went to the park.
Oh.
He had severed ties. He was done with the guy.
Yeah.
He goes back home. And then he gets a message and is like, he was doing all this weird, creepy stuff, and I didn't like it, and I was mad. But yeah, I'll go.
I thought it was like he knew he was just stalking him in his house, and then he came back, and that's why like I'd have to. All I know is that
no way I'm going
that shit
back.
Got me. Okay, I'm just saying it.
Speaking of which, we love a list. We love a bracket. We also love a list. I want to see the list of most suspension of disbelief movies and then subgenres and genres like horror, suspension of disbelief. I would love to see that list.
That was the worst for me when it comes to suspension of disbelief. That more than any other movie I've ever seen,
really,
I was taken out of the most because that guy went back.
And you actually believe that Gal Gadot can act? Never not gonna take strays, Kalel, no. That woman she's done more. There's a woman on Instagram that does a perfect Gal Gadot, which means she's dead in the eyes. It's unbelievable.
I have a guy that I like that does a Gal Gadot.
Oh,
it's really good.
She did a new one where it was so funny.
You're only getting away from this because everyone's so anti-Israel right now.
Well, guess what? I think that it was a hard choice between Barbarian and Green Room. I'm gonna try to swerve out of that. Barbarian versus Green Room. Green Room.
That was my other one. Yeah,
I can't watch again because of what happens to Anton Yelnats, his injury in it. It's so fucking brutal.
That was tough.
Anything with my hands and stuff, it like bothers me.
Yes,
it is such a good movie though. Patrick Stewart's so good in it.
Yeah,
I do hate the fact that Ali is it Shaka.
I don't know.
Shawkat, something like that. Yeah.
From Arrested Development.
Yes. She was
she gets it.
Yeah.
She gets it. And I'm just like, oh,
I know. You hate to see it.
You're saying she can get it?
Was she both and also she gets murdered in that movie, and I don't like it. And again, I'm gonna spoil every movie. So sorry.
It was such a weird choice though for Ron Howard to narrate that part.
Yeah. She thought she was gonna get away out the window. She did not.
She did not.
I really liked the Babadook, but the Ritual kind of fucked me up. Like I liked the Ritual a lot too.
Which ritual are we talking about? Because there are two with that title that are both horror movies.
Are you talking about the one?
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a British 2017 one and an American 2025.
What's the one? Not the 2025, 2017.
It was the British one, I thought, with like the weird wood monster.
The spelunking.
Yeah. I love that, whatever that trope is, in the woods.
Like, well, and it's like you get a little bit of like Midsommar.
Yeah, exactly.
Weird,
yes. spooky. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good. I really like the way that one made me feel too, but
I
had
like
to
The
give it to
Ritual,
Babs.
but I had to give it a Babadook.
I
My boy Babadook.
and I know, she loves her baby Babadook too, your wife, but I just I like the Babadook. I liked it. I liked it.
He's great as Howard Stern's sidekick too.
Yeah.
Babadookie.
I would like to see Babadook versus Barbarian just because that would be like Barbarian versus Babadook.
Yeah. Barbarian
no,
I like, but I had to,
I think it's pretty. You guys know which one I'm going to pick for the top, but that one was easy. Like
for the top left.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, is it Pearl?
No. Follows.
I'm a star. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I.
Yeah. I did like. I did like Talk to Me. I thought that was really creepy, and I love VHS. I love any. I love horror anthology movies. I love them all. Like,
yes, me too.
Eat them directly into my veins, as the kids say. Like, I love an anthology, and that's a good one. One that I would have suggested, but we didn't put on there, was one called Southbound. I think I've talked about that one before.
Yes,
it's a Radio Silence who ended up doing a movie called Ready or Not. I really like, but they did the new Scream movies.
Oh, this looks scary. Yeah, I haven't seen this.
That one's pretty good.
Ready or Not, we have not seen.
Oh, Ready or Not is fantastic. It's Samara Weaving, who I have very deep feelings towards. Like, sorry, it's not healthy. Like, she's kind of like Margot Robbie, but like cooler. Even though Margot Robbie's pretty cool.
I get that.
Yeah.
I see that. Because actually, she the same one who's in The Babysitter.
Yeah, I like The Babysitter.
I like The Babysitter because she was so good in The Babysitter.
She's so good. She's also in. It's funny because she's in Babylon as a lookalike of Margot Robbie.
Yeah, she does look like Margot Robbie.
Yeah, and like she's also she's just great, and she's also Hugo Weaving's niece.
Oh,
yeah,
nepotism.
Can
you believe people are like so mad at nepotism now that I've actually seen people say online, I really like this actor or actress until I found out about the nepotism.
That's really messed up.
I have a new nepo baby that I absolutely love, Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Oh, he's so talented.
He's so good.
Yes.
He was so good he was
not as a person.
Was he a bad person?
Well, no, I just didn't know if you knew what he was doing.
I have not seen anything with him. The first and only my first impression of him was a bad TMZ article of him being a shithead at a club years ago. But he was a kid and people seem to like him. So
he's like the last season of White Lotus. He's amazing on it.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, he was really great on that. Yeah. Last one I think was really hard in the bottom left bottom right. Sorry. I'm dyslexic. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Was Frighteners versus Slither. Because I loved The Frighteners when it came out. I thought it was such a fun movie. A great Michael J. Fox performance. Like, Robert it's really Zemeckis cool. Movie, It's cool visuals. You actually have Jake Busey and a really great usage of Jake Busey. Like, he's crazy and he's really good in that one. It's a really dark and twisted, fun kind of. It's like it's in that like 90s vein of like supernatural, like could be like Jumanji or there's like, I don't know how to describe it, but like that one could fall in there, but it's a little more hardcore and just really great visuals of the ghost and really good. I mean, it's 90s, visual, like 90s effects, but it works because it's Ghost. It's like, who gives a shit? Like, like it can look weird, but I just love Slither. I just love Slither so much. Yeah. Like, I love Slither so much. I wish he could make, I mean, I get it that he's in the DC world, but I would love to see him make something like Slither again, just something.
A Swamp Thing or something.
Yeah. I guess you could do Swamp Thing, but like, there's a little, like, you think about like Peacemaker season 1. I know I don't know if that's canon in Peacemaker world, like the aliens and that. It's a little Slither like, like an alien that takes over your body, just like Slither.
That is canon. They had a podcast leading into season 2.
Yeah,
and they did a rewatch of all the season 1, and they had a segment
everything
in each
that
episode
happened in the season 1 just happened in both DCEU and DCU.
Yeah,
except for the Justice League cameo.
But but I meant like previously,
and maybe not Batmite.
I mean, like
Batmite may not have happened.
previous canon? Like, was that an alien that was in previous, in
I
DC before, or was that a creation for the show?
Oh,
I think it was a creation for the show, if I remember correctly.
Now it's very Slither-like when you think about it. Then, so it's an alien that goes through your mouth and takes over your brain and kills you if it leaves.
Yum.
So I'm just saying, not that I'm hating. I enjoyed.
Not to mention
Peacemaker.
0 suspension of disbelief,
Right?
which is always a plus.
Yeah, and Nathan Fillion in both.
That's right.
Well, technically
Nathan
season
Fillion's
2.
in basically everything that James Gunn does.
I think since Slither, because they became really good friends on that.
And Michael
one.
Rooker.
Yeah,
is another one who's in everything.
Rooker's great in Slither. Holy crap, is he? Darla. Yeah, that's a fun movie. It's got some nasty stuff in it. Like
it does. It's a very gross movie.
It's a very gross movie.
Yeah,
my mother loves Slither. She thinks whenever like, I'm so hungry, like the big blob woman. She thinks my mom loves that. She thinks it's so funny.
That's funny. All right, Trey, what were your tough ones?
So I was actually much less familiar with the movies on the left. So I kind of had to look all of them up. I basically picked the movie that I had heard of.
I've heard of it.
That's what I did on the right side, Trey.
Yeah, but a lot of those movies for you just seen her before you were born in the top right.
But what I would say about the left side in terms of how I picked, like I went with Barbarian because I looked up what each movie was about and all that.
Right.
And I like Zach Kreger because he was in, I don't know if you'll remember the show Guys with Kids.
I do. I mention it every time I'm like, we saw Weapons and I was like, this guy was on the show that
I
Jimmy
personally
Fallon.
am a huge fan of The Whitest Kids You Know. So, and I think he's hilarious on there. He also was on a really good show. Oh gosh. Wrecked, thank you.
Yeah.
I loved Wrecked.
He's got a bit of a Ryan Reynolds vibe.
Yeah, he does.
In a way, yeah.
And he was like on Guys with Kids. He was probably the least known male on the show.
Right. But he was
he was the best part of the show.
He was.
Like he's outshining Anthony Anderson and stuff like that.
I think he's really I have not seen Weapons yet. I made the choice. I had to choose between Weapons or One Battle Without Another. And I'm a white guy that likes movies. Of course, I went and saw one battle after another.
Nice.
Is it so scary?
In a way.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
One battle after another is good.
What did you think of it?
I really liked it. Justine ended up not being able to go. So I went alone. And I was just talking to people about this last night. There was so much hype going in, so I wish I'd just seen it the first week.
I saw
it, but I was like,
week.
"This movie's good."
There was a lot of hype. I didn't listen to any podcast about it. I didn't watch I didn't watch a preview for it. Like I was like, I know I'm going to see this. Like the only thing I ever saw was Leo at the phone booth, so I had a little idea of what it was about. But I like completely forgot Benicio del Toro was in it, and so and then I was like, when they said his name, I was like, oh yeah. And he was by far the best part. So but
I think it's better than Licorice Pizza.
It is. It's got the best car chase I've seen in years.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I thought the performances were really good. I would be surprised if it isn't the front runner for the Oscar for the year. And Sinners, I think, would probably be the dark horse at this point.
Yeah,
but
I'm okay with Sinners not winning Best Picture, but I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, Trey. We're derailing your turn.
That's quite all right. It's a pop talk extravaganza.
We're talking all that pop. God.
The other movie that I'll just mention on the left that I picked before I looked it up, just based off the title, Late Night with the Devil, because it just felt like, the devil's hosting a late night talk show.
Honestly, but it basically is.
But when I looked it up, I realized, I saw the Red Letter Media half in the bag on this.
Yeah.
And so I saw enough to know what the movie was. I was like, this is legit.
The movie is so good.
Strong recommend.
David, what's his name? David
Desmash.
I don't know. I've never heard it pronounced. He's in a ton of different stuff.
Polka Dot Man.
Yeah. He's in James Gunn stuff. He's in The Flash.
Mm-hmm.
The show, not the movie.
Yeah,
he was in Dark Knight. He was the he was
Ant-Man.
That's right.
The Ant-Man movie.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of, but he's
a great character actor.
He's a great character. And he
He's
like looks
very
like he
good in
could.
Late Night with the Devil.
He looks like he could be a talk show host
From
in the late 70s, early
Yeah.
80s. Yeah, like he definitely has that look to him. I really liked that. That was a really good one.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, love that movie.
Yeah.
And so I'd need to watch it at some point because Half in the Bag definitely made
Yeah.
it look really good.
It's awesome, Trey. You'll love it.
Every time I see the title, by the way, in my head, I hear the Roots theme from Jimmy Fallon's Late Night. No, the Late Night with Jimmy Fallon.
Here I come. Here I come. Are you the devil? Because here I come.
Justina, what did you pick between Pearl and VHS? Did you go with Pearl?
Yes.
I went with Pearl.
I mean,
I went with Pearl also
VHS
because
is
I had
so
heard
good,
of
and
it.
it's possibly a better movie, but Pearl is so iconic.
It is.
And
I think Pearl's probably a better movie. Like,
Star.
Mhm.
I'm a star. Mia Goth. Good God. What a tour de force.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
All
Like,
right.
and then
Oh yeah, Trey. What else?
she takes out freaking Superman.
Superman.
She kills that dog.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
The only two actual difficult choices I had were in the first round. You have
Ernest
already
saved
between.
Ernest scared.
No, because I was not going to pick Medea, but I actually sat through that while my mom was watching, and
Medea was against Once Bitten.
Oh, my bad. I was remembering wrong and not looking at. Oh, Ernest was an easy pick. That
Dracula Dead and Loving It.
When they didn't know how to use Leslie Nielsen because they thought let's just camp it up instead of doing what made him funny in the Naked Gun movies.
I love a good Ernest movie. I was just talking about Ernest Goes to Camp the other day. That's like all-timer for me.
Yeah.
Ernest was very special for me.
Yeah.
But a difficult pick that you mentioned, Jason, is Transylvania 6 5,000 versus Vampire in Brooklyn. Because those were both, I mean, Vampire in Brooklyn was not
like
a great movie.
Wayne
I'm sorry.
I understand.
But it's Eddie Murphy. It was at that time.
Eddie Murphy, Kadeem Hardison.
Angela Bassett. Like, it should have been better than it was.
And the poster is great.
Yeah.
And it's a funny idea. He does, like, I like the part where he turns into the minister. And he's like, he does the minister thing, but he's like catching on fire while he's in the church. Like, that part was pretty good, but like, I was very disappointed in that movie.
Everyone was.
Yeah. And I think that was Wes Craven too directed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it flopped. It was one of the things. It was like maybe after being like so big and on fire, it was like his first flop in a while or something.
Was that before or after Nutty Professor?
I think that was before, because like it was because of movies like, it was like runs like Vampire Weekend, because it was that and A Distinguished Gentleman and something else. Well, and then
Distinguished Gentleman's a good movie.
We saw it in the theater and liked it, but it didn't do well.
Right.
I know it didn't do well, but that doesn't mean it's not good. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm not
probably
saying
just
it's
wasn't
bad.
the kind of movie they expected from Eddie or something. I don't know. Who
No,
knows?
he just had a string of movies that didn't do well. I'm not saying
whenever a movie
bad.
has that one guy as the bad guy, he was also the lawyer in, is it like Dale something? He's like, he was the lawyer, he was the prosecutor in My Cousin Vinny. He's like the bad guy in Distinguished Gentleman. I have to look him up.
Yeah, I forget his name, but
he's a white
I am
guy.
not David Spading this run of movies of Murphys. I'm just saying they didn't do well. I'm not saying that we really liked Distinguished Gentlemen.
Yeah. But I will say when Eddie Murphy was on Inside the Actors Studio and somebody asked him, what's a movie that didn't do well that you were disappointed in, they were like, Vampire in Brooklyn. Like the audience started shouting guesses, and that was one of them, and he was like, shit. But it's because it's Eddie Murphy. The actors did well, it's just the movie wasn't great. And it's not like Transylvania 6 5000 is great either, but it's a nostalgia thing for us, and I haven't seen it in forever, so that one was difficult. But I went with Transylvania 6 5000 because
Transylvania 6
5,000.
Lane Smith.
Yeah,
you know that guy.
The other difficult one is what Rob already said: Frighteners versus Slither.
Yeah,
I haven't actually seen Slither, but I love James Gunn, so that's what made it difficult. And then Frighteners, like you said, Michael J. Fox. Robert Zemeckis was actually the executive producer. He didn't direct it.
Was Peter Jackson that directed it
when he was basically an
I didn't want to like bro-splain you, but it's Petey Jacks. Yeah.
Petey
Damn.
Petey Jacks. That's
Yeah.
what
I
I
just
call it.
always associated Zemeckis with it.
Well,
No,
that's because
it's-
Peter Jackson
because-
was unknown and all the marketing was Robert Zemeckis
Yeah.
and
Because
Michael
Peter,
J.
I think it was
Fox.
right after Peter Jackson did. I think it was the Undead movie, or it's got a couple different titles. Or the guy like kills like all the zombies with the lawnmower. Oh man, what's the name of that one? But yeah, that I think that was right after that. That was like his first major American film was The Frighteners.
Yeah. Dope. Was that was your last
That was
tough
it.
one, Trey?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was it.
So, I mean, we don't have to go through
Mhm.
all of them at this point. We could just sort of say what your
Final four.
final four are. And if you want to say beyond that, that's fine. And Trey, why don't you start us off with that?
All right. Well, I'll mention a second round difficult pick, Ernest Scared Stupid versus Once Bitten.
Yeah, I agree.
It's been a
that
long
was that was a
time.
hard one for me.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen either. I think it's one of those, if you ask me tomorrow, I might go the other way.
Yeah.
But I went with Once Bitten.
It has, is it Cleavon Little? Is that his name? The guy that was in, yeah, Cleavon Little is like her right-hand man or assistant. That
And that movie lately has been getting a lot of attention online. Like there's certain clips from it that keep.
because he's a little more straight in it. Like, like he's not full on Carrie yet. So it's just a little more straight kind of performance. It reminds me of another one where it had the Sean Patrick. Who's the guy from House in like Dead Poets Society?
Oh yes.
Oh, Robert Sean Leonard.
Yeah, Robert Sean Leonard. So he there's one where he like gets bit by a vampire and he's turning into a vampire. It's an 80s movie. I can't remember what that one was called either. But there was a couple, and there was one I remember watching where a woman got turned into a werewolf that was on HBO all the time. She was like a mom that got turned into a werewolf. And it was, well, it's that, oh gosh, she's in a lot of, I was trying to think what else. She was in Die Hard with a Vengeance, but I can't. She's like one of the ladies that works in the office. I can't. It'll come to me later. But yeah, that's another one where there's a lot of those types of movies where people were like once bitten, and they're kind of like. I mean, obviously, like that one has a very much of a lose your virginity type of deal going on, and so that's I think that's how he gets saved at the end, is he has sex with his girlfriend finally, and so like. But Ernest Scared Stupid. I mean, dude, I was just Jim Varney, man.
He was awesome.
I loved him. I think Scared Stupid's probably of the Ernest oeuvre. It's probably my least favorite. I'm definitely going to go Ernest Camping and then Ernest Goes to Jail for me. But I do
Ernest
like
Saves
Scared
Christmas.
Again, I said what I said.
Air brakes.
I forgot about that part.
It's been so long since I've seen the Ernest movie.
One of my favorite parts is that Ernest Goes to Camp. There's like they like drop like turtles, like airdrop turtles onto like the construction workers. The construction workers are going to destroy the camp, and so they airdrop them, and so like the turtles are like biting guys' ears and nose, but like the turtles are like ready to like do this drop, and they're like, one of the turtles is like, "I'm scared, Sarge," and the other one's like, "We're all scared, son." And my parents used to say that all the time to me as a kid. "I'm scared, Sarge." "We're all scared, son." Like from Ernest Goes to Camp. It's so stupid.
Nice.
Oh, so fun. Yeah,
I mean, obviously Tucker and Dale, that one easily won over the Final Girls, and because I don't support women, but that versus Slither was hard. That was a hard one. I love Tucker versus Dale, and I love Slither.
Wait, Trey, did you finish your?
I did not.
Sorry.
So a third round difficult one for me was where Transylvania 6 5000 and Once Bitten 5,000. Yeah, that one versus Once Bitten. I don't remember who recorded it. It was
I'm
just
looking it
like
up.
us as a silly kid thing. But that was a difficult third round one, and it ended up being Transylvania 6 getting into the final four against Frighteners. And then Barbarian getting into the final four, beating out Pearl against Late Night with the Devil, which beat out Heretic. And so the final was between Late Night with the Devil and Frighteners.
Wow.
And, I had to go Michael J. Fox, Robert Zemeckis.
Honestly, it's not a bad choice. You have seen The Frighteners, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, a long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah, it's worth revisiting. It's a cool idea. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think you made a lot of educated guesses there. And, I think you pulled through without having seen most of them.
It's the left that I hadn't seen most
That's
of.
what I'm saying. You did a
Yeah.
good job. You did a good job. Yeah.
Oh, and I do want to give a shout out to your boy Brian James O'Connell though for bloodsucking bastards, because that went up against Frighteners to make the Final Four. So Frighteners obviously beat it out for the Final Four. But I enjoyed it because when the episode where he was talking about directing that movie, that's when I was still doing the enhanced episode. So I was getting B-roll and stuff for it. So I watched most, if not all of it, and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like legit.
No, it's a cool movie. I like it.
Yeah.
I have not watched that, and I am going to.
Yeah, you should. I think you'd like it.
I like Fran Khan's a lot.
Mm-hmm. What's your Final Four?
I went with It Follows because it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And for the other bottom one, it was really tricky. I actually, probably because I have like reverse thing against Babadook, I picked The Ritual, but I think it ultimately ended up. It was gonna like the hard one for me was House of the Devil versus Heretic. I did Late Night and then The Ritual, but I picked Late Night. But honestly, it was really gonna come down between Heretic or House of the Devil, and I really thought about it. I thought about it, and as frightening as I found Heretic to be, the House of the Devil's kind of stuck with me for years. So House of the Devil ultimately won down there. Again, I think that's Ty West too, and I really like Ty West.
Yeah, it is Ty West. It's the
really
first Ty West movie I've seen.
Yeah,
and he's got a few on here.
Yeah, I really like Ty West. The other one he did You're Next, right?
I don't know.
Or no, maybe he gets killed in You're Next. I can't remember if he directed. He definitely gets killed in that one.
Yeah, and he does something in. Is it VHS?
I think he started off. He started off
that.
on, if not in the first one, definitely one of the
subsequent ones. Yeah.
Oh, that's Adam Wingard. Adam Wingard did You're Next, but Ty West was in it, and he gets an arrow through the eye. Spoiler. Yeah, another. I think ultimately, because I've watched it so much, and it's just one of my favorites, is Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Such a good movie. It's such a funny movie.
Well, okay, so you got like Alan Tudyk, which is just like I'm gonna.
He's amazing.
Yes.
And then
Gary.
Yeah. He's so many characters. Like, and then I really that I've always it's kind of funny. I used to have that idea when I was like a like teenager and like early 20s. I had this idea for a horror movie where like people were getting killed, but it was their own fault. Like, but it looks fishy. And so I thought like I kind of had something similar, but I think this is just so clever. The idea that like all these idiot kids are killing themselves on accident.
But the links to them looking creepy and guilty.
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk is insane. He looks like so.
He gets attacked by the bees. He's just like, there's two friends that bought that bought a shack, and they couldn't believe that they were, they had owned a vacation home. Dale.
Did we see that together? Because I know Clay was the reason that movie got on my radar.
I think it was it was like VOD, and I rented it on VOD. So I'd have to look up the year it came out because I might have already lived here. Because I remember getting it on VOD. It's 2010, so I think I was living in my place in Malden, and I'm pretty sure I got it on VOD because I did a bunch of those like Hobo with a Shotgun, and there's a whole bunch of like this huge like kind of like lower tiered B movies that I watched on when they were doing a lot more VOD at that time because it was only like $6. I was like, why not? Like, it's worth it. Yeah. And that one was worth it. That one I've always loved. And I chose my childhood, and so I went with Ernest Scared Stupid, which
that's valid.
Yeah.
I think that's very valid
for my Final Four.
Okay. Do you know who your winner is yet?
Yeah, It Follows.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, it's like it's just gonna win. Like, I always like, it is obscure because I realized it didn't make that much money. It is getting a sequel, which I'm timid.
Snap. That's interesting.
Timid on.
Yeah.
Hey,
I really
kids
like.
Are still gonna do it.
I really like the movie he made with Andrew Garfield, Under the Silver Lake. Some people hate it. Some people hate it. I like it, but I can see why people hate it. So, but It Follows. I mean, I've talked about that one before. It's one of the scariest movies. Can I throw out a couple suggestions?
Yeah.
I put it on I was actually before I didn't realize you were making a bracket, so I started putting together a list of horror movies, but I'm just gonna throw out a couple. One is called 1BR. It's like one bedroom.
Okay.
It's about a young woman who moves into a bedroom in Los Angeles, and there's something afoot going on with the people that live in that community, and it's a weird community, and it's pretty good. Like, I really like it. It's got torture in it, but it's very different type of torture, and I really liked it. And I'm not a big like torture porn guy, but it has some torture scenes in it, and I thought it was very good. Another one is The Invitation. I might have talked about that one before. It's got Logan Marshall Green in it and a bunch of other people. That it's about a guy that goes to his ex-wife's house with his girlfriend for a dinner, and something is afoot.
We've watched this, Rob. Yeah.
Yeah,
But continue.
yeah.
Pardon me for interrupting you.
Sorry, yeah, I'm
Synopsis,
glad you've watched that one. There's another zombie movie I really liked. It's very obscure, called The Battery. It's about two friends that were on a baseball team that they're like early 20s that survive a zombie apocalypse,
Oh,
and they're
yeah.
just trying to survive. And it has one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen. And one of the things I think is most realistic is one of the friends is off trying to find food, and another one's in their van or like station wagon, and a lady zombie comes up, and she's topless and rather endowed. And even though it's a zombie, this guy's so lonely that he starts enjoying himself to the zombie lady. And it's so like disturbing and funny. And it's like, I don't know, man. Another one that I liked, it's a movie that Wes Craven produced it's called They. It's about basically like these young adults that like when they were kids, they were being stalked by these creatures that are in the dark. So if you're in the dark, the creatures come for you. And it's trying to get, like it's a good, like, again, like a primal fear of being in the dark. I recommend that one. And then I already said Southbound. That was another one.
Justina.
So these are my final four and also my winner. Okay. So we
and
got.
You could say who ended up in the championship game.
I mean, I had to give it to Wreck over Pearl. I'm sorry to say, because I know she is, but
I thought you loved her.
Somebody was like, "I'm a star" is like saying Emma Stone with a Australian accent. I'm a star. I'm a star. I can't do it. I'm a star. All right. But Wreck is like so good. I love found footage movies. That scratches an itch for me. And so, okay. And then
to that point, Justine, I was actually surprised when I was looking at what these movies were, at how many found footage ones there were in that upper left corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of the modern thing. And what almost ended up there was The Last Exorcism, which has Patrick Fabian in it, which I enjoyed. It's a found footage movie. I think you should check it out.
It makes sense.
We've talked about that one before,
yes,
because
we
the
have.
ending is so amazing.
It is a very
Lalo
good ending.
Just walked in and shot him in the head.
Damn. It makes sense. Found footage is becoming more of a thing because, like, literally we're recording more stuff and our devices allow us to do so. So one of these days we're going to see Meta Glasses, the horror movie, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to absolutely.
That's just going to be real life.
We do not promote brands that don't promote us, Justina.
All right. And then so I had REC versus Housebound, Wreck versus Housebound, and then I had Zombieverse versus What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows is such an important movie to me. And so What We Do in the Shadows won the right side hard. When I saw that was on the bracket, I was like, well, that's that, so that's fine. But between Wreck and Housebound, technically Wreck is better than Housebound, but I wanted to put similar movies against each other, and Housebound is humorous. And so I was like, well, let's do Housebound versus What We Do in the Shadows. What We Do in the Shadows wins every time. I've watched that movie. I think legitimately not exaggerating. Oh, I'm sorry. Not exaggerating. I've seen that movie 20 times. I think I've seen that movie 8 times.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to watch it again.
It's a great movie.
It's
I love so funny.
Those are some rookie numbers. You got to pump up those numbers.
Oh, you're right.
You got to pump up those numbers. God damn, Matthew McConaughey. God, he's so good in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
Do you have an every Halloween ritual?
What We Do in the Shadows was it for a while because we watched it and then we showed it to friends and then I showed it to my mom. My mom watched it 3 nights in a row because she loved it so much.
The movie Halloween is my ritual movie.
Oh, yes.
We do as a family Curious George Boo Fest. I'm fucking ride or die for that movie. It's so I can't
not obscure enough for this bracket.
No, I almost wanted to throw it out there and then I realized none of you would know it. But there's some banging songs in that. I love Boo Fest so much. It's not Halloween if I can't watch that with my children.
Oh.
No, I'm definitely a Halloweener. I want to watch Halloween. I don't watch It Follows a lot because I want to sleep at night.
Right,
So,
for sure.
and I already have enough existential dread in my life that I don't need more of it. But I like, yeah. Again,
Fair,
I said
fair.
I watched that movie on a plane and I jumped on a
I
plane
love that, Rob.
because of
I
the one
love
scare.
that.
Just like I cry on planes, as we've much discussed.
Oh my gosh, I was crying
definitely-
so hard.
Speaking
Yeah.
of plane movies, I watched Twisters on the plane.
I watched that on a plane too.
and I was like, "Is this a good idea?" we're having some mild turbulence while there's a bad.
Yeah, I
Twister.
had the same thought too. But then I was like, but god damn if Glenn Powell's not the most charming guy in America
He
right
is-
now.
When he showed up in that movie, because he shows up like 30 minutes in, I was
it
like,
takes a minute. It
this
takes a hot
dude
minute.
is a movie star.
So we need to talk about this. We need to like maybe edit this out, but like Glenn Powell is a movie star, fine. But like he can't do what, and do not get me started. Like I'm not like a big fan girl. I'm just saying like he can't do with what Timothy can do. You know, Timothy can like really transform.
Okay.
Glenn Powell is always Glenn Powell. And I think that's
I don't
great.
agree.
Whoa,
Timothy who?
Did you watch Hitman?
Oh,
That's
Chalamet.
what I'm saying. He's
Chalamet.
playing all those characters in Hitman. That's why I don't
Hitman.
agree.
But he's-
I'm looking forward to seeing
No,
what he does with
I
Running
don't
Man. But you know,
But he's
most
got
of-
a different vibe in Running Man than he
Yeah.
does, and I think he's got a different vibe in Twisters than he does Top Gun Maverick.
But
Have
he
you watched
is-
Chad? Have any of you watched Chad Powers yet?
No, I
Not
don't
yet.
have.
And
not
he's
yet.
doing something different in that.
I don't know.
He
He's playing
is
two
like-
different characters.
He
essentially.
is so, but
I
to
like.
me-
I've liked all 3 episodes. so
he
far.
is like but the pinnacle for me for him so far has been Everybody Wants Some, which I know I've talked about before. I love that movie. He's so fucking charming in that movie. Like he's great in Top Gun Maverick, and he's great in Set It Up. Like I thought that was a really fun movie too.
Mhm.
Like I love a good rom.
And he's so different in from all those movies in The Dark Knight Rises. No, he's
Yeah,
got a very
he
similar
was in the.
part.
Oh my god, he's the day trader that gets kidnapped by Bane.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I forgot that was him.
Speaking of this, because I didn't follow it up in the episode, the Ireland episode, I was like, oh, we'll see what I watch on the way back
You watch?
to America. That's when I watched Twisters, Ford versus Ferrari. Great movie.
Holy shit, yeah. I went and saw
Great
that one with
movie.
my dad. That's like the greatest movie ever to watch.
That's a
with your
really,
dad.
really
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god.
We
Yeah.
walked out of that one like hugging and crying and like, oh god, that's a perfect take your dad to the movie.
That's
Yeah.
a great movie though. And Beetlejuice.
What do you
But
think?
I thought it was fine. Keaton is Keaton. So
Keaton's
you
great.
Can't,
Keaton's
can't hate on that.
fantastic.
And Catherine O'Hara
She's great in it.
crushes in
And
that
I love,
movie.
and I love my girl Winona.
She's
Like,
great in like the actors are
good.
good in it.
The plot was like,
Yeah.
I did like
I
it
was
was
just
more
like,
practical effects. It was more practical looking.
It's weird that they were like, hey, we don't want to have this pedophile in the movie, so let's just do a claymation of him. So you still have to look at him.
I
You
know.
get a guy to do the voice.
Why
but
couldn't
you
you
still
just-
have to kind of hear it?
Why are we like so like dedicated? Can't we just recast it? Like I don't.
right.
Like
Right.
couldn't you just like recast?
I understood
it?
because they made it the storyline that they made it that there's a funeral and like I get that.
Yeah,
Justin
I
Theroux's
get it.
also good in it, but I just thought it was an
Yeah.
okay movie.
Yeah.
Who's the pedophile they didn't put in it? You know
That Jeffrey,
Who's also Jeffrey Jones. of-
Jeffrey
Yeah.
Jones. Yeah, the principal from.
Ferris
Allegedly.
Bueller.
I'll
Yeah.
say allegedly. If
He
you
was
guys
an
wanna-
jail?
80s guy.
He was a great bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was Ferris Bueller.
Really nice, and what's funny is because he was actually a nice guy in Beetlejuice. Like
Yeah.
not as full on nice as what's his name, Edward Herman from Gilmore Girls.
Mm.
There we go, Gilmore Girls. It's fall, guys. This is
It's
fall.
Yeah.
It's
Gilmore
fall.
Girls
We're
weather.
going back to Stars Hollow.
So yeah, that's what I saw on the way back, just to follow up. But that
What did you watch?
Red.
So I didn't listen. What did you watch on the way out? Because I haven't listened to the podcast.
I watched Bloodsucking, but no, One of Them Days and Mickey 17.
One of them days, I thought I think I would enjoy more than Mickey. Mickey 17 just didn't.
Did you see Mickey 17?
No, it didn't speak to me. I need to try it. I
was a
love
little-
Pattinson.
Yeah,
I love
but
Pattinson.
yeah.
Like,
I thought it was a well-made movie, but I wasn't like so taken with it. But it's one of those times where like there's nothing wrong with it. Everything
Yeah.
is well crafted and well done. I just wasn't taken
Yeah.
with it.
yeah,
But,
that's,
it's good.
Yeah, that's how I feel about
Those-
this album by Taylor Swift. Like, it's fine. I'm just not into it.
Mm. Wait, what was your bracket stuff?
Oh yeah, so back to
Yeah.
okay, so here is my top 4, my final 4. It Follows.
Nice.
It ended up against Green Room, and I was like, I gotta go with It Follows. Ernest,
Hell
Scared
yeah.
Stupid, just because of my childhood, and I went with Bloodsucking Bastards.
Over What We Do in the Shadows?
I gotta support my boy.
Obviously, but What We Do in the Shadows?
I'm supporting my boy.
Well, did you actually have What We Do in the Shadows going against Blood-Sucking Bastards, or was it Frighteners?
It was What We Do in the Shadows for sure. What We Do in the Shadows versus
Okay.
Bloodsucking Bastards, and I gotta support my boy.
What do you think he's doing? He's supporting his boy.
Yeah.
BIOI.
My BOC.
Justina looked like
he's
she's about to
his
divorce.
He is his
off of that.
BBE.
My final
Justina.
girl is Bloodsucking Bastards, but I have not decided between House of the Devil and Late Night with the Devil. I have the devil against each other, and I think I'm going to go with House of the Devil, but I do really love Late Night with the Devil, and this is my hardest
I think
head-to-head.
what we've
that
got
bracket is the devil's eye.
Well, I was going to say, we just got it on record. Jason Farr likes the devil.
Yeah.
So guess what,
That's what I heard.
evangelicals? You were right. New York ruined him.
Say something. I don't know what evoked a stronger reaction in you, but what got a stronger
BDE.
outward reaction from you? Because I watched The
BDE.
House of Devil with you, and I watched Late Night with the Devil with you. Okay, I watched both those movies with you. I'm just saying what you expressed outwardly. Okay, was Late Night with the Devil.
But I will say, you weren't with me the first time I saw House of the Devil. You were with me the second and third time. But you're right. Like Late Night with the Devil got a great reaction from me. That's why it's so tough. But there's also a soft spot in my heart for House of the Devil. And I probably like both of those more than It Follows. But I think It Follows is so great. So but I'm supporting my boy, BOC. Bloodsucking Bastards.
Is BOC
BSC?
Brian O'Connell?
Mm-hmm.
What about BJOC?
Oh, I thought BOC was Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah. I thought it was.
That's a perfect Halloween song, by the way. Don't Fear the Reaper. Fuck yeah, it's a good one. We should put that one on the list.
More
over fucking Halloween.
We had it on that bracket.
Yeah.
I think we did. I know. I have to make the joke one more time.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. There it is. That's the bracket. And you, dear listener, can do a bracket yourself and see all of these movies if you haven't already.
Do you think that Robert Kennedy Jr. has an opinion on the bracket? Do you think he'd be like, I don't like the blood-sucking...
Don't do Zombievers. I already did a Zombievers impression. You can't do one too.
No, I'm doing Robert Kennedy. I just, if you're circumcised, you're autistic.
The thing is, that's one of those lines. It's like when the SNL writers gave Tina Fey the I Can See Russia from my house, and she was like, guys, it's got to be real. Like, we can't go too far and ridiculous from what people say to make a joke on them. And then they showed her a clip, and she was like, okay, it's fair. I got it.
Because she practically said that.
Yeah.
She said something very close.
Also, once again, Tina Fey dressing up as Kristi Noem, and I'm like, I know that I'm not supposed to be attracted to you right now because that's the joke. But guess what, Tina? I am very attracted to you as Kristi Noem, and I have a lot of therapy to go through to talk about that one.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, because she could definitely baby my mama. You know what I'm saying? You know, she could definitely 4 my seasons. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Great.
You know, she could definitely 30 my rock.
Oh, 30 my rock.
30 my rock. God, know the fucking formula.
Rock my 30 is better.
Nope, I'm not going to say
But you're not 30. We're not 30. Sorry, Justina. I know you are.
Yeah, just barely.
Barely.
Just barely. Dirty.
Just barely. Just barely.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into it. I'm like, I want a mature lady. When you said MILF, I was like, oh, we're looking at Rob's search history. Okay. Like an older, confident lady, guys. That's what I'm into. Since I was a high schooler. I like a confident woman.
Absolutely.
Knows what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Who's not afraid to state her opinions. That's what I like.
You know what Rob sounds like to me?
What?
He sounds scared.
I am scared. I'm scared.
Really scared.
I'm in a
Spooky
glass
season.
case of emotion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's what arouses him. Is the
Oh,
fear.
yeah.
Well, they
Right.
talk about on one of my favorite shows, The League, fear boners. So they're real.
There it is.
I want this podcast to become very successful. But if it does, how does it not cost Rob his job? The moment anyone at his job finds out about the things he said on this podcast, I guess this podcast just will have to get so big that we could hire him and he could make a living off of it. This weight is on my shoulders. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at There It Is Pod, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at There It Is, and follow me on Instagram and Threads at JasonFarPicks, and don't forget to do the bracket and share it with us on those channels. Also subscribe to our comedy lifestyle newsletter and support us if you can. We have a Patreon and a PayPal. Go to thereitispod.com for newsletter and support info, links in bio. Until next time, be good to each other. It's a moral imperative.
The music for the theme song was created by Neil Brooks. The rap was written and performed by Nick Acevedo. The logo for There It Is was created by Jeff Prater. The There It Is podcast is produced by Jason Farr.